Welcome to the motherfucking Grown Vibez.
Welcome to the fucking Grown Vibez. But no, welcome to the fucking Grown Vibez.
We talking grown vibes. We talking grown vibes. We live in the.
Yeah, so
niggas had to get some snacks.
we had to take a little
break. You know what I'm saying? That shit got real.
That first half, that part one,
the bottle was gone.
Bottle
gone.
Shit, now it's time to fucking eat.
Right.
Yeah, first episode, part one, yeah. Welcome to part two. Cheers.
So Arthur, a lot of people don't know that you're a father now. So how is fatherhood for you?
It's the most amazing feeling I've ever felt in my life.
No, for real. It's
one of girl.
I know it's one of those feelings like you can't even describe it.
Yeah, mini you, like you see a mini you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the fact that it's a girl.
A girl.
Your
Wow.
Precious, possession. Like that's your girl.
Yeah, you were meant to have her.
Yeah,
for sure. Because it's like I feel like people that I've always believed in this. I don't know if y'all believed in this. People that have girls are like the best role models for their young girls.
Wow, that is an amazing perspective.
And people that have sons, they have that perspective of showing their son how to be a man. They have those characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that when we have girls, I think we're great role models for our younger daughters. And then when other women have sons, they're the great role models for their sons and showing a son how to be a true man. Do you believe in that?
So can I just ask?
Because you're being a true man for a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what better way to show you than a woman?
But yeah, at the same time.
I don't know how I feel about that, guys.
I don't know.
Why?
I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, go ahead.
I really am. So when you said that, I don't know. I watch a lot of fucking shit. I watch a lot of shows and shit. Some ratchet shit. And I think that it is imperative and so important if a woman is a single mother or whatever, or has a son and the father is there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There. And you don't allow him to teach the child to be a son, you know what I mean? But what am I trying to say? I've seen it where women have, maybe are a little spiteful and they keep the kid away from the father. And when it comes to a certain age, for a boy, yes, in the beginning, yes, in the younger, mama's boy. But when it gets to a certain age, I believe, turn that motherfucker over. No. I don't know, to the father, to let the father teach that.
So let me clarify this. I'm talking in the perspective of if a woman has a daughter, I feel as though that woman is best to raise their daughter to be the best woman that they could be.
Absolutely.
But if a woman is raising a son, God particularly chose that woman to raise a son so she can raise a son how to be a man.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying that I don't know if the father's in the picture. I'm just thinking as far as the personality of the person.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of, like, say my best friend, for example. Everyone know my best friend, shout out to Chelsea. She has a son. You understand what I'm saying? And I have a daughter. And I think God chose her to have a son so God can show her how to raise a son so this little boy could be a better man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do agree with that.
And then God chose me to raise my daughter so I can show my daughter how to become a better woman.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
I'm lit, but you know what I mean?
I'm lit and I went to the But with that being said,
let's move on. But no, fatherhood is good for you.
Yeah, fatherhood is.
That's good. It's amazing for you. Yeah. And honestly, when you had your baby, my cousin, I could just see the whole difference of how she changed you to become even better than what you are before. And I think kids do that. They just bring out the best in you.
Absolutely. And I know for me, and probably most of us really, is when we have a child, we instantly put ourselves in that, of course, that protective role, but also wanting to give them the best life over what we may have had. You know, taking some of our experiences and how we grew up and making, well, I speak for myself there, of making sure that she knows that I'm here in any way and can talk to me. So, when we have children, you know, not everybody thinks the same, unfortunately. But you put your child in a light to just encourage them, put them out, and build them up and give them that courage and confidence that, again, that you may not have or whatever. But, you know what I'm trying to say. You want to give them the best life. That's the purpose. That's the whole reason, right? So, with that being said, and you being a father to a beautiful girl, how is co-parenting? You know, that is important topic because in this day and age, it's normal and it's also okay that you don't stay together with that person. You also shit fucking happens. It may not have even been who you really wanted to have a child with, but
let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real.
I think we don't anticipate to break up. No, when we have our child. Yeah, we don't anticipate that, but unfortunately it happens. Especially in our generation, before marital, before all of that. But we deal with it, and how is your co-parenting relationship? Currently.
Yeah, it's good now.
It's good now.
Everybody, it's just coming to agreement. That's
right.
the problem.
And I feel like everyone.
There's a lot going on. Agreement, but once you come to agreement, y'all can communicate, then I feel like it's
right. And I feel like it has to get to that level.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
Exactly, because everyone is adjusing.
Yeah,
this is new for everyone, especially if this is your first kid. You know what I mean?
And especially if. It's in the beginning too, right? Like I dealt with it when Valet was 4 months old. I knew we separated or went our ways and shit. And so for me, it's like, we gotta fucking make this shit work somehow, some way. I still got fucking 18 more fucking years.
Right.
Right.
So, no, for real.
Yeah, so we gotta deal with.
And at that moment, you have to learn how to deal with one another.
Yes.
Because
the person, the parent.
You cannot just cut this person off.
No.
You're going to see this person every other day, every other couple of days, every week, whatever arrangement.
Communicative with them. You have to. Certain things and activities and shit that going on, school, that's a whole other thing,
Yeah, I think it's an adjustment for everybody in everyone's role. This is especially for first-time parents. We are all becoming first-time parents. We all have different parenting styles.
Yes.
The way I do something, you may not do, as far as maybe discipline or feeding, whatever it could be.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all an adjustment.
It is.
And, it may be rocky at first because we're adjusting to the situation, but once we find that adjustment, it should go smooth sailing.
Yeah, it should. There's definitely different aspects as far as the adjusting.
Right.
Like the family dynamic, the grandparents, the baby father's mother.
Yeah.
In my situation.
Yeah.
That whole dynamic, or when somebody's overstepping, overreaching, all of that. So, like you said, being communicative and communication, that's important, especially within the co-parenting, because it's about the child.
Right.
Yeah, and but you got to get over that time, like people's feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good point.
It
and
is.
People, the feelings. you know,
be healed, because
Yeah.
you may be healed, but your, daughter's mother might not be healed in the situation. So you have to give time from one another to fully heal. But that's challenging to do when you have to see each other every day, when you have to communicate every day. There's no space in between. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally when we break up, we don't talk to this person again. It's just, you go your way, I go my way. But I have to talk to you now. Because we have this child. We have to communicate. So it's no, disappearing in that aspect of it. So that's a challenge within itself.
Absolutely.
So I guess that's just a female though, right? Like
What?
I'm saying. In a sense that, like, it takes y'all longer maybe to like get over the feelings, or what is it?
No, it depends.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah,
because it can go so many different ways.
Right.
It can go, especially when a new mother has a baby. There's a lot of challenges that the mother goes through just in itself, getting to the point of delivering that motherfucker. That baby. Like it's a lot. The postpartum, the shit afterwards. So we of course, we go through changes or whatever as well too. But I think it depends on the situation.
It does.
We may be more sensitive or emotional when coming to certain things. Not all, but just saying, like, depends on the situation. If we see it one way where, we're trying to do these things, we're trying to reach out and this and this and this, and maybe the other side is more closed door, or like, you may already be checked out.
Right. Because it might be the opposite. The woman might be checked out, but the man wants to work on the situation.
And then I feel like men too, they hold this, you're not gonna break me, you're not gonna, fuck it. Then I'm gonna just fucking close off altogether if I put myself out there, if y'all put yourself out there and y'all get hurt. Like your example of maybe the woman is like, no, I'm checked out. And you're the male is the one like trying to pursue it. Please, baby, whatever.
Then that makes you feel different, right? That's a different situation. Like that's a different situation. Like, if the nigga's giving you them signals like, yo, I want you back, blah, blah, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not like that, then.
But the woman might be checked out at that point. You know what I mean? If the man is trying to make this shit work, she might be tired of what you've been going through, and she might be, at the end of her road. So it all depends on the situation.
And all that transpires, I guess. Like it's so many different scenarios.
It is.
Like you don't know. I guess it really does depend on the situation. Like, example, you guys may have stepped out and this, that, and the other, and the second the female does it, it's like, oh no, I can't forgive you. But the role reverse.
So fucking dramatic. So fucking dramatic. Can we get an Oscar, please? Can we get her a fucking Oscar, please?
I'm voting.
We all know the answer to this question.
Like it's
We
that
all
double
know the answer to
standard.
this question. It's not a double standard. It's just the fact of the matter.
It's not a double standard?
It's a double
No.
standard. It is.
It's not?
It is.
Because it's just the
Why
fact
is it
of the
not?
matter.
It's the fact of the matter.
The fact of the matter is, I know, niggas can fuck a girl
and have no feelings and no fucking attachments.
Because y'all emotional. It's what it is. Like there's no. It's not really no debating that. Really.
It is debate when it comes to that.
It's very true. So, I don't know if y'all might flex for.
No, come on, no, don't do that. Don't do that. We can talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on.
How often? Be honest. How often
the Grown Vibez, honesty.
You have sex with a nigga and you never talk to him again, or you never talk to him again.
How? Okay, so let's repeat the question.
Yeah, how often you fuck a nigga and you never talk to him again?
Okay, I'm going first. Clearly, I'm going first.
Either one, just shout out.
Clearly, I'm going first.
I remember.
Clear and walk. Like, okay, you want me to count?
No.
What you want me to do? 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 I don't like. Let me know. Like, it's not double. It's a double standard.
Y'all, like I said in the very beginning when we was talking about whatever, I said y'all cherish it more, which y'all should. It's,
No, that's not true.
No.
So I think that.
Let me speak on that.
Y'all get emotions. Y'all get attacked.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on the nigga.
Yep.
It depends on the nigga. If that is how we decide to move, because it also depends on how the game the nigga speaking to, what that nigga talking. You know what I mean? So for me personally, sometimes it could just be about the dick. You know, we
so you don't fuck the nigga that's whack?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But
we don't know he's whack
and the shit like that, and we've already
we don't know he's whack until we fuck. So we won't realize what it is.
Or after we do that, it could be
No. So to answer your question, we do have situations where we have just a one night stand. Yeah. Basically. We do. Sure. No attachments. Exactly.
Not everything is, we had sex, this is going to be my husband.
But it comes upon a time where it's like, okay, if we're invested in one another, where we're texting and we're calling each other and we're going out, that's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're investing our time and energy into somebody, but if we're fucking with somebody and we just want to fuck, we just gonna want to fuck. Like, that's it.
And that's it. And you know what?
And there's no attachments to that.
And it also is about that nigga and how they spit in the game too, and how they talking. Like, if we're investing our time and he's also investing his time, and we get that equal vibe, that equal connection, we're not gonna think like, oh, this is just that.
Right.
I mean,
that's just that.
Right.
But if it does, I mean, we're not all like emotional. Sometimes we can just we can point it out. I know me.
So yeah. So
that nigga sneezes different.
See, so
wait. Topic. Right. So wait, to go back to what you said, can females fuck with no attachments? Absolutely.
Can y'all? You can do anything. You can do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can do anything. But my question is, how does it happen often or not? Because like I feel like that's the only thing we have to judge.
Okay, so for me personally, I will say I had a time frame in my life where it was like that was just that. As I'm older,
your whole stage.
Just calling that it. Years ago.
Specify that.
But being fucking real, like but now that I'm older and I'm like, like these are the things that I want, these are the things that I desire, like marriage and shit like that. Like then now it's more intentional when talking to certain people. When
now we're dating for a purpose.
We're dating with a purpose.
Yes.
Back then, in a certain age gap, age range, then no, it's kind of like for me personally, I'm talking.
Right. No, I agree with that.
So would y'all like break up with a person first before you cheat on them?
Yes.
Absolutely. Not a cheater at all.
Not a cheater at all. Me either.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because why would I waste our time? I'm not going to waste our time. If I'm interested in another person, it's not even going to get to that level of me cheating.
Right.
I'm gonna let you know that this is not working out for me. I'm gonna let you know that I'm not even interested in you anymore.
Right. And also too, we gonna have that conversation because we want a damn response.
Exactly.
Listen, this is not it.
Right. This ain't working out. This ain't working out.
This is it. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, men are different. Y'all will actually go fuck with somebody else and then come tell us. And then actually don't even tell us. We gotta find out afterwards.
We gotta let the fucking bitch tell us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you want to say it like that too. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. So, no. No, but for real, what's up with that?
like y'all don't have that type of like meter where it's like, oh, you know what? I'm not feeling my girlfriend anymore. I'm feeling shorty with the Instagram post. Let me, slide in that DM. But I'm still over here telling my girlfriend what I want to hear. But the opportunity has come. Boom, bing, doors open. I'm gonna go fuck shorty, right? Be sweet, mouth open. Shorty take a picture, and
it's a fucking wrap.
And that's it.
That's a wrap. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I don't know.
Caught up.
Niggas be moving wild.
Caught up.
They be moving wild.
Caught up.
Oh, don't act like you ain't get caught the fuck up, Arthur, please.
Ooh, we're getting into it.
Don't act like you ain't been caught the fuck up.
Let's go. You been caught up?
Talk about some of them niggas is wacky. You've been in these situations before. It happens. It happens. We've all been caught up in a situation. It happens.
You don't say you ain't supposed to.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, don't act like you ain't never been at that position before. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it depends on,
Everybody been in that situation before in the past.
Situation is, but yeah, everybody been doing something.
But you learn from it and you grow from it and you know how to move differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause he wanna say niggas wanna move wacky, Nah, you.
I wasn't talking about that. She's talking about the nigga take the shorty take the picture of you while you sitting like, yo,
you gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker than that.
No, for real.
He took a picture of me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like,
oh, that's how you
I'm saying.
With your boys, you conversation on with your boys. Hey, I think
hell
she
no,
took a
that's
picture of me.
crazy. Fuck no.
No, but we've been through situations before, and luckily, hopefully, we ain't in them situations no fucking more.
I ain't got no motherfucking bitch calling me. Are you his fucking assistant? Who is this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
damn, I didn't know.
Waiting to exhale type shit.
Yeah, we over that shit.
No, we over that stage.
But
no.
yeah, that's what we basically saying. Like, we go through that time. We've all been through that shit.
Yeah, we've been through it.
We've been through that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, time.
I've been caught up before.
I've been fucking caught up.
I've been caught up before, so I can't. I gotta speak on that. I gotta speak my truth. I've been caught up on it before, so it happens, and fuck, I'm good. We all good.
And then we also learned to not let that motherfucking shit happen again.
Yeah.
Okay, so damn, that conversation fucking scared. Let me go back to my notes.
No, bitch is stupid. No, but moving on, Makita.
But what we were talking about was you being a father and the co-parenting situation.
I'm having a work husband sick with y'all.
What?
You said a work husband? What? You said a work husband?
The work husband is sick multi-pathway.
Wait, how do you know that?
I know.
that shit funny because it's really a thing.
That's really a thing. That's crazy.
It is,
That's
but work life is also a thing too.
It is. It
Having
is.
a work life is also a thing.
It
And
is.
sometimes the work
Work
life
life?
be trying to be, them older ones.
You know what's crazy? I just realized that a work husband and a work wife is a thing. Like this year.
This year?
This year, I've learned
I think it
that.
depends on.
That's
Yeah.
So wait,
But it
okay.
depends on the woman. Not every woman like that, or not every nigga like
So
that.
wait. Let me ask you this:
Attention.
if your girlfriend has a work husband, would you be like? Do you get upset? Would you be mad? How would you feel about that?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't know because
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be.
act-
I mean, unless he was like, "Oh, this is a nigga that keep flirting on me every day." Like, I ain't gonna know, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's
Oh,
true.
okay.
I don't think about that shit. Like, I don't.
No, yeah. No,
But
but
I don't know. I would think.
Okay,
that the
so
girl I'm
say-
with, I would. You don't know for sure, but I think the girl that I'm with, I feel like I don't know if she would be doing that. Like, I feel like she.
Okay, so
you wild.
So let's switch it up. So what?
But I know, I don't know.
Right. So okay. So what if you find out later? You know what I'm saying?
You go to the company party.
I mean, it's not a
that nigga comes up.
The nigga's gonna do it.
Hey, where's my hug? Where's my hug?
First of all, a nigga shouldn't be doing that in front of us. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
I never had a nigga do that, and if I did have a nigga do that,
that's a problem. Hello?
I'm just asking the question. Somebody out there may want to know. Somebody out there is going through this right now.
But
literally.
Sucks to be you.
Basically, so.
But nah, I mean,
for real, they trying to hear my response. How do you deal with the shit? Cut that shit out, my nigga.
Nah,
Cut it out.
I feel like my shorty will put it in the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm supposed to be at the party or whatever. We all at the work party and shit. I'm sitting there mad like.
Right.
This nigga, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I feel like
true.
she, you know, she a grown woman. Like,
she
if I trust her, I trust her. If I don't, I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But damn, that is crazy. That's crazy that it is a thing of work husbands and work.
Yeah, that shit funny though.
That shit is funny. That shit is crazy. But yeah. So moving on, do you feel like you believe in marriage? You want, a monogamous relationship, one woman? Because poly is becoming a thing. That's really becoming
a thing.
Yeah. I don't understand the world poly shit.
Yeah,
I've just seen some nigga talk about poly's the way to go. The money.
I didn't know who you're talking about.
I'm trying to be discreet. The money.
No, I'm not talking about.
One pot. The fuck? What shit is this?
It's a preference.
So okay, it is a preference. So you believe in monogamy?
Yeah, I believe in monogamy.
Okay.
But I don't judge nobody who do whatever they do.
Yeah, I don't judge nobody either. If you fucking want two girlfriends, that's on you.
You can find two girls that like
that's on you. You happy, baby? I'm happy for you. Right. No, so okay, so you believe in marriage. You want to be married. Okay.
So you do. So is that something that your goal when you are getting into a relationship with somebody? Is that like, okay, obviously I see something like you said, you see something in her or whatever.
I think it's a goal. I think it's a goal. I think everybody thinks about it, but I don't think that every relationship you in, you actually like know it's gonna happen or know it's true. Yeah. Like, or you actually believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you like you said, we see the red flags, right? Mm-hmm. So that's automatically stops you or gives you a doubt.
Of
subconsciously
of the marriage. So is that something that for you personally, or your conversations with your fellows, is that something that you're like, when I get married, like that's it. Like I don't want to be, you know what I mean? Like you take it serious, basically. And if somebody is on that status where you are literally like, I want to marry this person, like.
Yeah. If you want to marry that person, you're gonna take it serious. Yeah.
So when do you know? How do you know? Like okay, because I've heard the saying of like men know very early on when.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
They want to marry that person that they're with. I'll say for me, I was told, I was like I said before, I was in a very long-term relationship where in the beginning of the relationship, it was talked about as, this is what I want. And then, I don't want that. So that, I feel like men know, or maybe they don't know, or do you know early on when you're like, okay, this is somebody that I can totally see. We're dating each other. It's been 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, a year. I know I want to marry shorty.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that too.
But I don't think it's necessarily a time frame to put on it, but I think a man knows. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know like instantly?
Yeah, when you first get into a relationship with somebody, do you know in the beginning?
No, you think it takes I guess it depends on how much you experience with that person to find more out about them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like the more time you spend with them, the more things you gotta do, the more you find out about them. So if that happens fast, and at that point you determine. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just feel like with a dude, it's like we go into the situation like all right, how many boxes does she check off of what I require? You know what I'm saying? So like once she meet that, that's when you like start having them thoughts or trying to move to the next level.
So it's not an instant thing, because I've always heard that too. Once you meet someone and get in a relationship, you instantly know that this is going to be your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's not like that.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we do that. I think we do it a lot.
Yeah.
I think you think it's like that though. Like in the very beginning, anyway. Like you think. It's
because we're gonna do the honeymoon stage.
Right. You gotta
but
get past
also,
that.
it's how they move though. How the relationship together like moves.
Yeah.
Like how quick y'all may do
Dude
things
gonna,
or adjust.
Y'all know like dude's gonna treat y'all how he wants you. Like you know what I'm saying. So like if a nigga wants you to be his wife or his girlfriend, like he.
But you know what? But you know what I stand on. A nigga, you gonna show how a nigga gonna treat you and how he treat his mother. I stand on that. If a nigga don't treat his mother right, he ain't gonna treat his female right. What y'all think about that?
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
Yeah, it's not. Yes and no.
And what you say? A nigga gonna what? You said a nigga gonna. You can't what?
I can't say that from like a nigga perspective. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it.
How they treat
How
their
y'all
mother.
view it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how y'all determine like, oh, he treats mom good. Or
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have to meet. I'd have to be in that situation. I'd need to see I need to see that dynamic. I need to see your relationship.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah,
If a
but then
nigga,
I also gotta see how your mother is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's still your mother.
It
so
is
you
the mother,
should,
but some
you
people,
show her
some
respect
people,
her.
some.
No, you're right. Some mothers will push, that
Yes.
child to their certain buttons. I get that.
So sometimes you kind of have to also, respectful, of course, when you the mother meeting the person.
But it also-
but you also gotta.
It also takes a man to get out of that situation where he's feeling uneased or whatever the case may be. He's feeling in a hostile environment, negative energy. It takes a man to remove himself out of that situation.
That's true.
To fully respect his mother. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that a man should disrespect his mother. And I feel like if a man does disrespect his mother, it's a reflection on how he treats his woman. That's how I feel. I've been in situations, so I'm talking about personal experiences where I've dealt with a man who has blatantly disrespected his mother, and then I was like, oh wow, like why are you talking to your mother like that? Like that's crazy. And then this person would say, you don't know the half, Drea.
And so-
I've been through so much with my mother, But then 2 months, 3 months down the line, he's talking to me like that. So it's like, okay, now you got it confused. I'm not your mother. You don't talk to me like that in any kind of way.
I definitely hear what you're saying. I agree to that. And
I do hear your part, because I do hear that mothers can push certain buttons and mothers can become jealous of,
and honestly,
females or whatever the case may be. It's different scenarios.
It is different scenarios, and I feel like if I'm dating a man where they are not treating their mother and you can see it, or it's disrespectful, or maybe even both ways, my first question is, what the fuck happened in your upbringing?
Right.
That would be my first question. What happened?
Right.
What the fuck? Something fucking happened here.
Right.
What is it?
Right.
Because why are you acting that way? Or my mind goes, just because I've watched a lot of fucking Judge Judy, Steve Wilco, and all these fucking shows, be like, well, what the fuck the mother had going on?
Right.
To treat or maybe not show the love or I don't know, to the child, because the child is who they are based on what they've seen and how they've been kind of brought up.
Right.
How I feel.
Right.
In some situations.
Right.
So that my mom would go to that. So if I see my nigga treating their mother disrespectfully and from experience, I know to bow out gracefully.
Right.
Because there's some shit going on there.
Right. Right.
Not for me.
Fucking side effects. Right. Sound effects. Right.
Not for me.
No, but I've seen it where again, my personal experience where I have been in a situation where, unfortunately, the nigga has disrespected his mother, and I've always thought, like, wow, why do you talk to your mother like that? And no matter, and my father told me this too, my father always told me, if a nigga can't respect his mother, no matter if the mother's pissing him off or not,
that's true.
you still respect your mother.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and even if that means just removing yourself from the situation, then that's what you have to do.
Right.
I agree with that,
I agree.
and I'll go ahead.
No, I agree.
Yeah, and I'll even take it a step further as well. If the nigga has kids, the way that he interacts and is with his kids also determines, like you saying with mothers, how they treat the mother,
right?
How you remove. How they treat their kids and how involved they are with their kids would also tell me if I want to deal with a nigga or not.
Absolutely.
You don't even spend fucking time with your kids.
Right.
You don't even do for your kids, and you're not gonna, you know, that's we.
Right.
This not it.
Right.
This is not it.
Right. Right. No, I agree. I agree.
So I think that's, you know.
Yeah, I think it all plays a part, you know, with one another. And again, those red flags that we look, you know, not look for, but that comes about, we tend to ignore.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
All in all, I just feel as though that how a man treats a woman in his life, or mother, aunt, you know, anyone, is just how he's gonna treat the woman in his life.
Yeah.
Futuristic.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just me.
So I mean, I think that's great. I think it's good to hear a male perspective on whether or not they look for getting married or wanting to be married. That's a goal. And I go back to what you said in part one or at the beginning, where you're the king. You want to be the king of, you know, you're the provider, really. You're the, you know, the provider. And I feel like that comes with, you know, the ultimate goal, and I'm you know, marriage.
Right.
And so that all comes with that umbrella, I feel like. So it's good to hear that, you know, there's still men out there that, you know, has that, you know, wanting to be committed and wanting marriage and all that. So that's good to know.
Yeah, it is.
So do you have that
especially in our
conversation
generation
with your friends? I mean, as far as like marriage conversation?
Yeah, when it gets to that point,
Yeah,
you let them know. I mean, facts.
Okay. All right. Well, I think
this was a great episode.
We knew this episode was gonna fucking go there.
Yeah.
I don't even think we needed none of this shit because we didn't go off none of that shit. We fucking
throw the shit away.
Like that's basically what the fucking Grown Vibez is. Like we don't need that. You know, we having a conversation. We just want to know.
Right.
We want to know about y'all niggas.
No, and like as we said earlier, we appreciate you coming on the pod and just explaining your perspective on all aspects of it, from relationships to co-parents to marriage. I mean, we touched it all.
Breakups,
sex. Yeah, we touched it all.
Yeah, so
this is a good
definitely appreciate, like we said, like we knew, like damn, we gotta get Arthur.
No brainer.
Podcast. Like, to fucking Brooklyn. Up here.
Yeah.
The fucking real. The fucking Grown Vibez.
No.
So, yeah, this was dope. This was super dope, and this was a wrap. This is
our last episode.
This is our last fucking episode, and we had to do a fucking part 2.
Yes.
We had to do a fucking part 2.
That's crazy.
This episode because we knew it was gonna be lit.
We knew it was gonna be lit.
So since we are coming to the end of our episode, as y'all know, at the end of the episode we give what?
A nice quote. Oh, sorry. The code word too. The code word too. Yes.
We do the code word first, and then we end on the quote of the day.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
What's the code? The code word.
I think the code word.
Go ahead, you choose, Key.
Oh shit.
Oh, you want me to choose?
Go ahead and choose. This was a lit and fun ass episode.
It was.
Talking about, relationships, different aspects of relationship. And I really feel like what I got out of it, and the word that I would like to use for a code word is transparency.
Okay.
Being transparent within the relationship, within the beginning stage, within the different stages of a relationship, being transparent, like, because that's ultimately you get in a relationship for the end goal that hopefully you guys have in common. So code word.
Okay, there you have it. That's the code word.
I'm calling it.
That's a good
That's the
code word.
motherfucking code word.
Yes,
I like that.
transparency.
Transparency.
Make sure y'all DM us and let us know what the code word is. We'll give you guys a shout out. Also, you might win, a special surprise we might got for you.
Yeah.
I have a quote. You want me to say a quote?
Oh, we are ready for the quote of the night.
Quote of the night. So our topic of discussion was relationships.
Yes.
So I think a good quote of the day is, a good relationship is when someone accepts your past, supports your present, and encourages your future. And I think that goes to what Arthur was saying.
That's fine.
And
that's exactly what we touched on.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's the verdict.
That is. So let me read it again.
Yeah,
a good relationship is when someone accepts your past, supports your present, and encourage your future.
I love that.
Yeah.
I literally love that.
That's a nice one.
That is the perfect quote to end this podcast.
Relationship
Somebody
fucking episode.
who accepts your past and supports you moving forward with anything, like that is...
I gotta give my shit at the
Come
end.
on, baby, give it to
Someone
us.
that accepts your past is top tier. Because they're at that level of maturity.
Yeah.
That they don't even give a fuck about what happened in your past. They're worried about your present and your future.
Absolutely.
As long as you can bring them happiness, prosperity in their lives, they don't give a fuck about what happened. And no stress. Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, bring that to the motherfucking table.
Top tier.
Listen, I don't want to know shit about your motherfucking past.
I think it's good to know about your past.
No, but not certain things. No,
Yeah.
Be fresh with me, baby.
Yeah, specifics.
Yeah, so I don't give a fuck about you. Well,
you do. She does. She does. But no, I do think that it is top tier that a person that it accepts not only your past but your flaws and all, accepts you for you.
For you.
That's it. You know what I mean? Like that this person knows that, okay, yeah, you may be stubborn today, but I still love you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might not be the best boyfriend today, but I still love you. You know what I mean? You may not be nice to me right now, but I still love you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yes. Well,
this
I
was
think
a
this
good
was a fucking wrap. God
a
damn.
fucking rap.
I
Yes.
might have to fucking have a fucking episode.
Part 3. Have to break this shit down.
This was great. Like we said, this was the relationship episode. This is great.
Stay tuned for season 2.
Yeah.
Season
Season
2. We have a bonus episode. Stay tuned for that. But we enjoyed Grown Vibez Podcast Season 1. We really, really enjoyed it. We had a bomb-ass time doing it. The time went so fast.
And let me tell y'all, I'm fucking scared. But we work amazing.
We do.
Together. I don't think that we had this type of working relationship.
You're my business partner. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, we are literally business partners.
Yes.
And we
Yes.
go well together.
We do.
We do.
We do.
Yeah, and I'm
So-
excited for everyone to see it and everyone to give their feedback and, just see if they want more. And if they don't want more, we're going to give it to them. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Arthur.
Season 2 is coming. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Arthur.
Thank you.
Yes.
We love
It was a
you
pleasure.
so much.
Yes.
It's fun.
Again, we're gonna have.
We done kept him here for 4 hours. He ready to go.
We are night, but no, we're gonna leave all the social media, Arthur's social media.
Yep.
Make sure y'all motherfucking
Follow him.
Like I said, our intro, our outro, the music you hear.
It's all him. Look out for his shows he got coming up. He's gonna post that on his Instagram pages. He got some music. He got some videos. Make sure y'all tune into all of that. All that is coming. And don't forget to follow the Grown Vibez platforms. All of them. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Reach out to us.
Yes.
Hit us up. Share.
And let us know what y'all want to talk about.
Yes,
we have more topics
know.
coming up for discussion. So yes, let us know. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
That's it.
Yeah, we out.
We out.
Wrap. And cut.
And cut.